We're back to the HealthScore plan to take back the kitchen. We've talked about foods to buy every 1 to 2 months. Now we're talking about foods to buy every 1 to 2 weeks. This is buying protein. So I buy a combination of fresh and frozen seafood, white meat, and plant-based protein. I intentionally avoid red meat, which is beef, pork, and lamb. Red meat in moderation, meaning 6 ounces per week or less, is okay, but it's still pro-inflammatory. Although studies don't show that you actually have a shorter lifespan with consumption below 6 ounces, I'd rather not introduce inflammatory substances into my body or ones that are carcinogenic to my colon, even if the amount is in moderation and not considered to be high enough to cause problems. So I focus on chicken, turkey, and seafood, as well as tempeh, which is my plant-based protein. I'll take you through each item. I buy fresh salmon fillet if it's in season. If it's not, I will buy a frozen salmon fillet. And I will often buy a frozen salmon fillet in addition to the fresh salmon fillet. I'm buying for about 2 weeks, and I want to have 1 to 2 servings of salmon per week. So I'll buy 2 to 4 fillets of salmon for 2 weeks. I will often buy a rotisserie chicken already made, which is really great because it tastes delicious and it's ready to eat. All I need to do is air fry vegetables and I'm sitting down for dinner. I will buy ground turkey. I like buying ground turkey that's in the refrigerated section as opposed to fresh ground from the butcher. I find the fresh ground from the butcher will only last like 1 or 2 days, whereas the sealed turkey will last about a week before I have to cook it. I will buy chicken breasts, tempeh. I buy quite a few packs of tempeh. Tempeh is fermented soybean, and I like to alternate a chicken or seafood dish with tempeh throughout the week. So I'm not eating an animal 2 days in a row. I'm spacing it. Each time I eat a seafood or white meat, I'm having a tempeh in between. I already mentioned I buy frozen salmon. I buy shrimp, calamari, and sea scallops and lobster, all of these frozen. These are all significant sources of omega-3s, although not enough to rival salmon. They do contribute to the total omega-3 intake. They range between 300 and 500 milligrams of EPA DHA per serving compared to salmon, which is about 1,500. The goal again is to get to 2,000 milligrams of omega-3s per week. And then finally, I've tried out all kinds of canned and jarred seafood like sardines, anchovies, mackerel. And the only ones I can really stomach are mussels. So I buy mussels along with this group of items. I'll make this purchase about every 2 weeks, and I'm always eating the rotisserie chicken and the fresh fish before anything else because that lasts the shortest amount of time.